5? 5? Okay. All right, let's look at number 5 on last night's homework. You're packaging cookies for a company. The ideal weight for a bag of cookies is 520 grams. The actual weight can vary by no more than 10 grams. Okay, so on the number line, how are we going to put the acceptable weights for a bag of cookies? At 510 and 530. Okay, what else do we need? Is that good? Everyone okay with that? Write the inequality without using absolute value. What would that look like? Right. So you have to always use whatever variable they've defined, which they have a W right here. So what is it? How do you get the less than or equal to here? Less than or equal to W less than or equal to 530. Right, so W is greater than or equal to 510 would be the same thing. Are we okay with that inequality? Okay, and then how do we write that in terms of absolute value? Good. And notice, I know at least one person had this issue. The absolute value bars are already there, so don't type them in again. Okay. And there we go. We got them all right. Yeah. Good job. We okay on number 5? Yeah. All right, number 10. On number 10, you have to remember when you are solving these inequalities, you solve basically 2 different problems. One that is the exact same thing just without the absolute value, and then one without the absolute value, but you switch your inequality sign and you negate the right side. So you switch the sign, switch the sign. Okay, is this one an and or an or? This first problem. How do you know? Good. So all of the less thans are ands, and all of the greater than are ors. Okay? So then we would just add 3, x is less than 7, and x is greater than -1. Okay? They want your answer using interval notation. So how do we write this one in interval notation? In parentheses, because we are not including -1 or 7. What else? Oh, that's it. Hello, I wasn't really paying attention to the problem. All right. Okay, and that one is right. Okay, now let's do a greater than one. So part B. So we've got x minus 15 is greater than 6. What's the other one? What's the other inequality? Good. So switch the inequality symbol and negate the right side. Switch the sign, switch the sign. X is greater than 21, and x is less than 9. Okay, is this an and or an or? Or, because it's greater than. Now, here's what we needed to discuss. How do you type this one in? Interval notation. Oh, you guys are, okay, yeah. I mean, it's the same. Oh, because you're going to need the negative. All right, yep, go ahead. What do we do? Negative infinity, comma, 9. Go with the smaller one first. Now, here's the difference. We were doing ors. The computer program doesn't accept or. See this button right here? Anybody know what that is? It's union. Okay, it's just fancy math symbol for the word or. It's called a union. Yeah, absolutely. If you would prefer to use that instead of the word or, it means the exact same thing. It's totally fine. However, not that it comes up in these problems. If you have an and problem, you wouldn't use a union symbol. Anybody know what you use for and problems? Like back up here, we had that x was greater than -1 and x is less than 7, which we know we can smush that all together, right, and make it this. But if you wanted to use one of these symbols, you would have to write x is greater than -1 intersection. It's an upside down U. Have you guys ever seen that? Yeah. Okay. In our case, we're not going to use that. We're just going to write it this way if we would need to do that. All right. Are we okay with the union then? Union symbol instead of the word or? Does that clear up any questions you might have had on the homework? Is there anything further on the homework? Are you being sarcastic? Oh my gosh. Okay, so what we are doing the rest of the period, you have a quiz. After the quiz, finish this homework assignment. And then after that, there is a review assignment for your test. So exam 1 review problems is due on Monday. So homework 7 and exam 1 review problems are due on Monday. Hey, there's 31. There's a lot. Okay. It's going to be a real good review for your test. You know, multiple always. Here's the one thing. So what we are deciding to do is actually make this assignment, the review assignment, due on Tuesday. But the thing is that you have to go through and look at all of the problems by class on Monday so that you have, if you have any questions on them, we can discuss them during class on Monday. So the exam 1 review problems will not be due until Tuesday, but you need to look at all of them before Monday. Hopefully that makes sense to you. All right, quiz time.